The SOTM Lifetime Achievement Award. Sorry, Don. Gotta get my glasses out. I thought I'd been big enough to font, but I didn't. Dr. Donald Null graduated from the University of Pittsburgh with a degree in aeronautical engineering before entering medical school at West Virginia University School of Medicine. Don received his pediatric training at Columbus Children's Hospital and followed with a fellowship in neonatology at Wilford Hall, U.S. Air Force Medical Center. Over the coming years, Don would become a part of the fabric of neonatal medicine at Wilford Hall, rising to become both the chief of neonatology, the consultant to the U.S. Air Force Surgeon General on neonatology, the director of the fellowship program, the director of the ECMO program, and the director of the transport program. Today, many leaders in the field of neonatology trained under Don's mentorship while at Wilford Hall. Don served his country for several decades and retired with full military honors in the rank of colonel. Afterwards, Don spent 15 years in Utah, serving as medical director for neonatal critical care services, ECMO, and the Life Flight Transport Program. In 2015, Don joined the UC Davis Health Systems as the director of the newborn ICU and medical director of neonatal transport. Whether it be in Texas, Utah, or California, Don Null was always a favorite among students, residents and fellows, nurses and nurse practitioners, as well as respiratory therapists and allied health professionals. His quiet, nurturing demeanor, support, and compassion, as well as his incredible wealth of knowledge, was inspirational to so many in training, laying the groundwork where so many aspire to attain. Don's background in neonatal research is extensive and includes such accolades as being the key investigator in the development of the 3100A high-frequency oscillatory ventilator, as well as the first to lead a transoceanic transport of a pediatric patient on ECMO in 1993. In fact, the first ECMO-VAC system used for air and ground transport of neonates on cardiopulmonary bypass was developed by and under Don Null. The reach of his transport service extended across the globe, performing missions no other team was capable of completing at the time. Don was also instrumental in the development, research, and subsequent use of the first neonatal ventilators, and worked extensively with Dr. Forrest Berg in the development of transport neonatal ventilators, to include the present-day percussion-air Bronchotron and TXP. Don's passion for neonatal care has always included transport of the critically ill infant, and a lot of his work in the early years has resulted in many of the advancements we see today. He is truly one of the pioneers in transport medicine, having conducted critical care of pediatric and neonatal transports all over the world. Last year, after over 55 years practicing medicine, Don retired from clinical service. He has assumed the esteemed academic honor of Professor Emeritus of Neonatology at the University of Utah School of Medicine and Primary Children's. He now devotes his time to research, ever the continuing professor in search of new answers to the problems that plague neonatology, as well as critical care transport. I have known Don for 30 years now. When I first met Don, he was already retired from the Air Force and worked as a civilian heading up the neonatal service at Wilford Hall. I had a rough time the first 3 months of my residency. It was this man who calmly put his arm around me and guided me through this tough period. I never realized how big he had become in the neonatal world by then. All I saw was a very humble, compassionate human being who had devoted his life to helping families through very difficult times, times when their children were hurting. He has not changed over the years, and it is this persona that I have most admired in Don, the attribute for which I have tried to emulate in my practice most. I look forward to seeing him every year in Austin and the AP meetings, and feel so blessed to be up here today to introduce him. Ladies and gentlemen, it is truly my honor to introduce an incredible pioneer in both neonatology and transport medicine, as well as my mentor and esteemed friend, Dr. Donald Null, awarder of the 2022 American Academy of Pediatrics Section on Transport Medicine Lifetime Achievement Award.
when you're a teacher. When you're a teacher in medicine is a lot. And trying to make people skilled is sometimes difficult. But somebody told me a long time ago, it's not what you do, it's what your trainings do that makes you, whether you're really good at it. Very good. What about training? So that's how good you get for that. But do I love medicine? Yes. Do I love patients? Yes. Do I love parents? Yes. And I thank you for it.